Alright, Crystarium Gatekeep. Gracious madam, the Exarch awaits you within. Okay, so this is gonna be our classic different zone. Oh. This is the same like floor where we had that vision with the Exarch when he tried to yoink us that one time and we sort of went to the betweeny place. See, cool floor, cool floor.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard.
Back to voiced.
I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
Okay, so you're saying don't go revealing the mysteries and fundamentals of the universe to other people. Okay. I mean, fair enough, you know, maybe we want to keep this knowledge. It might be dangerous knowledge to have. Sure, for the time being. But, you know, like, at the same time, I feel like an understanding of things is important, but alright.
Now,
Nod.
I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
Indeed. Indeed we are.
To put it simply, they are here in the first.
Okay, yeah, their souls are here in the first, yeah.
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
Okay. Alright.
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first. And the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Well, fucking shit. You're saying all this time I'm exploring this city and freaking like an hour could pass here and a freaking year might have passed back in the source? that is no buenos, man.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence.
Okay, thank God.
And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Okay, but let me know whenever that shit changes, because holy fuck. If we're here gallivanting about and it's just like, surprise time skip back at the source. No, that would be crazy.
As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Jesus. So while they've been gone, well, the Scions have been gone for like, I don't know, we don't actually know the canonical passage of time or whatever, but like probably like less than a year, like a week, like a month. Maybe like once again we don't know the passage of time, but like not that long on the source. Thancred, who was the first who got yoink, has been here on the first for 5 years. That is a long years, man. 5. Which means that Thancred was here. If Yustola and Urianger, it was such a short period of time between them, but if Thancred and Urianger have been here for 3 years, that means Thancred was alone on the first for 2 entire years. Wow.
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
There's a big gap. Maybe he did say the time fluctuates a lot, but there was a big gap between Alice and Alphino being young, so maybe there was a bit of a difference in the time fluctuation there if they've both been here for almost a year. Maybe they arrived in similar time. Almost a year. Wow. Well, that's fucked.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Bitch pulls an entire fucking tower out his fucking ass, summons a tower here, but then he's just like, oh no, yoinking souls though, that shit's more difficult. Maybe he didn't intend to grab the tower and it was just like, oh, well, this is here now. So he had meant to only summon us. Okay. Closed upon those whom your fate is most closely bound.
As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
Okay, so that, well, we got yoinked here fully, like body and soul. The other ones only their souls got yoinked. Also, like, poor Thancred. Once again, be like out of the live stream. But you can touch them. Funky. Okay, even though they're just souls. Okay. So they're not like just here being like haunting ghosts. Okay. Well, we did see that in like the trailer and stuff like that.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here.
Okay, so because it was
unable to return.
Okay, so because it was an incomplete summoning, well, we can maybe like follow the ether trails, teleport back. The others cannot. And even if it's just the case of being able to teleport through Etherites, Thancred can't magic anymore, so that would be a problem for him. Unless the Exarch could, like, I don't know, teleport him. But he did say, right now they said they're stranded here, so maybe he's tried to teleport them back and he can't. So they're stranded, and that's why they haven't been able to return. But you guys have been trying, I mean, if it's been 5 years since Thancred, you guys have been trying to seek a solution? Like, Jesus. Oh, here we go. Then find a way to send them back, or what have you been doing all this time? Hmm. We'll do the first one, because the second one sounds a little bit overly aggressive. Like, what have you been doing all this time then, you son of a bitch? Like, you've been trying to find a way to send them back, right? What's holding you back? What's the problems with that?
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least.
Okay, so in the beginning, they spent this time trying to reverse the summoning, but then what happened?
As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
Okay, so that was when Urianger got here. So why you said in the beginning they spent every waking moment, you and Thancred, for 2 years. And then you guys abandoned the endeavor for... Let me see, if they arrived for 3 entire years, you guys have abandoned this endeavor to do something else here? Because they said it's been 3 years since Y'shtola and Urianger got yoinked here. By their timeline. By the Wibbly Wobble's time difference between, the big-ass time difference between worlds. Urianger witnessed a vision.
In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Yeah, we saw a lot of the past during our trip. We saw like fragments of memories, of our memories, and then a little thing with Minfilia stopping the flow of light. So he saw like the future? Okay.
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
Okay, yeah, this is the approaching calamity that you spoke of.
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes.
Mm-hmm.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Oh, shit. Okay, so in this vision, this prophecy, in this potential future, we end up dying in the 8th calamity. One hell of a jet lag traveling between worlds, yeah. That's a hell of a jet lag.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours.
Okay, so they just they changed their focus of their efforts from trying to find a way back to trying to stop this world from being rejoined from here.
Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction.
And me?
Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
Okay, okay. So by killing the Sin Eaters, maybe it'll stop the, unattune the world from light?
Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events.
Yeah, we really just have your word to go on. I would like to meet with my friends, are they not here in the city?
And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips.
Oh no, we gotta track them down, alright. You can't, like, call them? Do link pearls still work here? You can't be like, hey guys, summon the hero finally. Please meet XOXO Exarch.
I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
And you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement to certain where you stand. Dude, we're here to prevent a calamity. I'm in. I'm in. And also apparently save my own life. But more importantly, prevent a calamity. And the, I guess, destruction of the remainder of this world. I mean, until I came here to save it, I would see it saved. We will not let the first fall to light.
Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
All right. Please do, we'll hold you to that.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For the moment. From all we've heard of the people of the city, you seem like a good egg. Very mysterious, though. Shrouded in mystery. Don't know what's going on with you, lad. Hi, magic man. But you welcome the refugees here. You're protecting them. You wish to save the world. And stop the calamity on the source. That's good enough for me for now, mystery man, but I would like answers. Would like answers here. And we still just know him by the Crystal Exarch as a title. Alright, mystery man, I'm in. Moment of consideration here. Ooh, text options. Okay, we have for the moment, or but I'll see you keep that promise. Or for want of a better choice. Not a lot of options here. Now we'll say for the moment. Still have many questions, Mystery Man, but for the moment we'll place this trust in you. You're apparently like our best option for unyoinking the souls. Like, I don't know where we would be without you, so yeah. We'll have to. Let's extend this branch of trust.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
Once again, can you not call them? Do you not have like a way to contact them?
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort.
Well, yeah,
While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Dude, I showed myself around. We just did a tour of the city. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. Dude, I explored this place pretty thoroughly. But sure, if you want to go for a walk, I won't say no. Yeah, traveling across the rift and then running around the city. Remember, with more answers come even more questions. Occasionally. But sometimes an answer is an answer. Runic! You're here! Alright, Crystal Exarch. The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I've been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants. Which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. Alright. To the markets. Unfortunately, Facebook Messenger isn't available in the first yet. No, but we've got link pearls. Link pearls still exist here, unless like it's just like light corruption in the sky or whatever, interfering with link pearl ether or whatever. I don't know how link pearls work. All right, Crystal Exarch.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Oh, thank God. We don't have to worry about currency exchange.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
Thank God. Convenient.
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Are those like Allegan, is that tombstones? This moment here I'm just like, of course, the tombstones.
But I fear it would not be practical.
Was that long-lasting sigh there? Those other tombstones? Okay,
to
okay,
access the
good.
commodities of your homeworld.
My character was just like, oh fuck, I can't escape it. The grind. The currency grind is never ending. Well, you said I can like teleport to the source.
Avan Kerm Sin?
Okay, different language here. Avan Karamsin. Are you there, my friend?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Fairy.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind.
Sorry, Pixie.
For you, I have the most vital task.
Side note. You know, once again, Shadowbringers expansion. Like I'm taking the information as we go, but I do know a lot of spoilers for Shadowbringers. You know, I've said this before, is because I was keeping up with the story while I wasn't playing it. So I wasn't sure if I was going back, and I was very interested in the Final Fantasy story. And this being the latest expansion at the time, I was at the time that I really got back into following Final Fantasy. I was like, didn't follow a lot for Heaven's Word, sort of like picked up on some things in Stormblood. Watched a little bit of playthrough stuff with Stormblood. But this was the most recent expansion at the time when I really got back into following it and watching people do playthroughs and stuff. So I know like a lot of spoilers. So, but we're not speaking of any spoilers as we go through it. We're taking the information as it comes to us, trying to experience it as we would have going through it as much as possible. But I do know spoilers. And just very side note, I love this character. My dear Feul, paragon of pixie kind, for you I have a most vital task. But would the source not think the Gil from the first not strange? Well, I'm sure if they base the Gil off the Gil from the source, they're probably very similar. They might be like, ooh, this seems like a very old coin or whatever. You know, maybe they're just like, I guess if maybe counterfeiting is a thing, they might be like, what the fuck? But, you know, metal is metal. Maybe the Gil from here wouldn't necessarily, you know, depending on how much they've changed it. Who knows? Listen, let's not, obviously we're not meant to get too deep into it. They're just like, all right, we're hand waving it, sort of. Go with it. Go with it.
This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm.
Okay, distant realm, okay. Greetings.
And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
Give me the once
You
over.
came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift.
Oh, you know of this. She's got the knowledge.
How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Brave and marvelous thing you did. Well, we were kind of yoinked here, but yeah. Also, look, she got claws, man. Jesus. Pixies, man.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
I'm sorry, pact? I'm sorry, a pact? I'm gonna need we're gonna have to draw up a contract. We don't go into... Pacts isn't something you go into lightly.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Your teeth and your nails? Was that something that could have happened to us? We just arrived without teeth or nails? No, thank God all those things stayed with me, yeah. Is this what the Exarch mean by we made the crossing unharmed? No, like, we didn't get fucking deformed on the way here?
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass.
Okay, that's good.
From this moment forth, I will be your Isnefis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
So from this moment, I will be your beautiful branch, and you will be my adorable sapling. Okay. Like a branch which sprouts from the sapling. Okay. It's like the cutting of a tree. Okay. And you take a cutting from a tree and then you can like try to plant it in the ground and it might form a new tree. Okay.
Raise your hand.
Can I get some of the terms of this pact? Like, we're just gonna, like, you're just gonna bind yourself to me, I'm gonna bind myself to you? Is that, oh, geez, okay. Like, the Exarch, is this okay? He's just like, yeah, go for it. Okay, I guess. Ooh, a little magic moment there, a little gas.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
Great voice acting. We're bound now. All right, okay. We're bound now.
Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Ooh. I guess now that we're bound, she can visit our world now. I'm sure that won't be a problem. Open the door.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
We can send a message. Send her with a message. She's our little messenger fairy now. She can also grab things from the source for us. Heck yeah. Also, please, yeah, let me send a message to someone. Send a message to Tataru or send a message to Kryl. Okay. So Tataru was the last one we've seen, so I think we send it to Tataru because she should know. But it's interesting that Kryl is here. And if Feyul... Now, she's spoken in a little bits in the different language. But if she spoke more in the different language, then I would definitely send her to Kryl instead, because Kryl has the echo and would be able to understand her. So we'll send it to Tataru.
Consider it done.
Oh, Feyul is non-binary? Okay. I will call them they from now on.
As you heard, that was Feyul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings.
Alright, righteous.
They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Cool beans. This dude's so mysterious, so cool, high magic, friend of pixies. Well, or this specific one pixie. As a result of your pact with Feyul, you now have access to delivery moogles, market boards, and summoning bells while in the first. Cool beans. So it's just like, hey, yo, you can access your stuff and buy stuff. Okay, this direction. All right. Oh, look at this guy over here. Very like desert wanderer kind of vibe. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of as you see fit. Ooh, we're given a permanent room. Fuck yeah. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray, rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all of the practical concerns. Oh, he's thinking something else? Thank you for answering my call, Kelvin. Once again, you didn't give us much of a choice. We do not want to pass out on the battlefield again, and also you took all my friends. Not all my friends, most of my dear friends. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. All right, thanks, Exarch. Yeah, this is the inn. All right. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready if you care to retire. All right, yeah, here we go. We got the summoning bell. Very wide open space here. Armoire, glamour dresser. Oh, we got a little balcony. Yeah. That was barely... Okay, hold on a second here. Not to mention one of the attempts to get you nearly killed by Xenos. Yeah, when we collapsed from the battlefield, yeah. Though technically that was Elidibus in Xenos' body. It's like potato, but, you know, Elidibus, yeah. That's exactly what I meant with I don't want to pass out on the battlefield again. All right, so this was the mysterious dark figure that was walking when we got here. We saw a little bit of a cutscene with this guy, and it was like, you. All right, room's haunted, guys. Room's haunted. Oh, and then the darkness melts away, and we see it is Harpert.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Yeah, that's me. And you're the warrior of darkness. Also, what was happening with you right there? And who are you? No, we remember him. We saw him as the memory, memory went by us in the between plays. We reached out for that memory, and we know this man. The warrior of darkness. ... question mark.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Oh shit, room actually is haunted. What, people can't hear you?
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
Okay, because we know that when now, like, the fucking Scions are roaming around just their souls, but they can be touched and hurt or whatever, but when Ardbert and his crew went to the source, they gave up their bodies to do that. And when they got pulled back here by Minfilia, it was only their souls that got pulled back. As for your money back, you did not pay extra for a haunted room. Would that mean you would have to pay extra for the haunted room, or like you just like, hey, can I get this cheaper? Or is the haunted room a feature?
That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
Yeah, we heard one of his comrades call him Ardbert, so we knew his name. A daft one looking back. And it could have been worse. Could have called yourself like Heralders of Doom or something even more edgy like that.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Yeah, you guys have apparently been vilified by the people. But you were tricked. It's not your fault.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source, and tried to hasten their God's damned ardor.
The ardor being the rejoining. Yeah, this is when we first met them when they slew Ravana.
I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
Yeah, what happened after that?
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant.
Yeah, we also learned that apparently Minfilia stopped it there.
Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
Minfilia as well, they surrendered everything to hold it back? Minfilia, you son of a bitch, you promised you'd return to us victorious. Liar. Unless she's still kicking. We did have that vision, but that seemed like a vision of the past. So everybody but you left you all alone? Yeah, very concerned, sad face.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
100 years, my dude.
A 100 years. 100 long years.
You really enjoyed the Warriors of Darkness quest in Post 7 Word? Yeah, it was good shit. It was good shit. They really tossed a lot at us lorically there. They were just like, all right, Minfilia is now the word of the mother. Here's some lore about like the world being divided into all these reflections and stuff like that, and also the rejoining is happening, and also here's some heroes Warriors of Darkness from the one of the reflections, and boom, 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 go, 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 go. So that was a bit of a left hook, like out of left field sort of thing, but it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed that stuff with them. Ah, yes, clipping issues, my dude. I am well aware of the struggle.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
Oh, I mean, you're a ghost. Sage. Well, at least you're not, sinking through the floor. So yeah, he's basically been existing as a ghost here for 100 years alone.
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges.
Was that the darkness shit that was covering you?
Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room.
Okay.
Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Maybe it's a Warrior of Light connection. I don't know if there's other Warriors of Light. If you guys were all the only Warriors of Light, the champions of Hydaelyn. What are you doing here, come to that? We've been summoned to try to help save your world. Forcefully, I might add. They yoinked my friends, and then I became yoinked. To chase after them.
You were summoned
and
to
also
save
stop the calamity.
First.
Yeah.
A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it.
Arbor, I'm gonna let you know right now, if I could smack you, maybe I can, because if I can hear you, maybe I can hit you too. I'd smack you right now. Don't say that. Don't say that. You sacrificed so much to try to save it. Why give up now? You were desperate enough to travel to the source to try to save this world. Don't give up now.
Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that.
So you got tricked by some Asians into destroying 9/10 of your world. You know, that doesn't mean that you give up on saving it now, you know? So that was a hard-hitting loss. But you managed to save Norvrant. You kept going. You brought Minfilia back with you. You saved from the destruction that could have been total. As long as there's life, there's yet hope.
But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end.
You think there was a reason that everybody else sacrificed themselves to stop the flood, but you either couldn't or didn't? Okay. Yeah, these guys were already technically... They were just souls in the first place when they got to the source, so... Souls when they got back here. Alright. So he thinks he got left behind for a reason.
Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Stop being broody McEdgy, Ardbert. We get it. You fucked up. You tried to do good and they tricked you. They exploited that goodness in you. I hate... God damn it. We're just like... just completely lying there perfectly still like the fucking grave. No covers or anything like that. One day, Final Fantasy will gain the technology to put covers over your character. One day it'll happen and we'll all rejoice. Well, rest is over. All right. Yeah. Okay, we're going back to the tower. All right. Back to talk to Crystal Exarch. Rest is over. We're ready to go. Ooh, okay, we have to walk around in here. This is nice. So yeah, this is a depiction of the source here in like the star thing, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 reflections. That's sort of what this is depicting here. Which is cool. Don't know if these other like threads or whatever have any meaning, but it looks swanky. This is where when we first met the Crystal Exarch in the cutscene, he was standing here on top of this connection load point, and we were standing, I think, just in front of where the source was, or on top of the source thing. It was very cool. All right. Oh, back there it said portal to the source. So if we just want to like teleport back there.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters?
That's our zone transition area.
I trust you were able to rest.
Yep. I had a ghostly visitor. Room's haunted, Crystal Exarch. No, we're not going to say this. That's personal information. We've given some trust to this man, but we don't trust him enough to just be like telling him every little detail of what's happening. Well enough. Thank you.
That is good to hear. Should you want for anything, pray let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Oh, we're getting a map.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Okay. So yeah, by the looks of this looks a lot like Eorzea. I mean, we've got like the island off the coast, which is just like Lenosha, though I don't think there's a volcano in Lenosha. We got this like deserty area to the south, a forest over here. This area, which seems to be a castle standing in the middle of the mountains, just like Ishgard.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. Alright, Urianger's hanging out with the fairies, okay.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Alright.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Okay.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
So you're saying we're not seeking out Y'shtola or Urianshe first, so we should seek out the twins instead. And Thancred?
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
And they're saying, besides the Cressarium, everybody else has given up on the fight. They don't think they can take the fight to the light.
For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances.
That sounds like Alphino.
He has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Okay.
So, will it be Calusia or Armorang? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
Okay, so this is just like in past expansions. Well, I mean, like in Heavensward, we got the choice between helping out each of the brothers and which place we went to first. So this is very similar to that.
Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Okay.
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred.
Yeah, they mentioned
He has
Thancred.
taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters.
Okay, so hard to track because he's wandering. A new companion, which we saw in the trailer. This mysterious figure. May I make a recommendation of order? I've already decided. I'm going to Armorang. But sure, you can recommend an order. I want to go to Armorang because Alice was the, we made a promise to Alice to stay together. I'd like to reunite with Alice first, story-wise. And then also, to get it out of the way. We'll just say that.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
All right, complete. Okie dokie, let me switch over here then, because we're gonna put those pants on Summoner. You recommend Calusia than Armorang? I'm gonna go the way I go. I appreciate the recommendation, but... And maybe it'll turn out later that I maybe should have gone the other way first, but... don't entirely... I know, like I said, I know a lot of spoilers of what happens, but sometimes I don't quite entirely recall the order of events. So... But I think I'm going to stick with my decision to go with Armorang first. Thanks, though. Alright, small talk. Your first order of business will be to reunite with Alphino and Alice. In so doing, the predicament here in Norvrand should become abundantly clear. As for communications with the source, Faye will gladly serve as your messenger. If needs be, however, you yourself should be capable of making the journey between worlds. The device there will serve as a portal. Simply touching a hand to its surface will transport you to the location of the beacon I left at the base of the tower. In theory, at least. In theory. Well, if we want to try, go for it. We can also, he said we can ethereally teleport there, but... Alright, in search of Alice. They do put the Alpha No one at the top, but we're going for Alice. We made a promise to her that we would stick together, and she got yoinked from us then. I have to go make sure our lass is okay. Alpha No was off on his own doing his own thing. He can wait a hot second before we reunite with him. The Crystal Exarch is eager for you to meet with Alice. Ready to depart for Amarang. Alice will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. Yeah. We were kind of on the battlefield when we left. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. That sounds like Alice. Yeah. Not as regrettable as the timing of my potential yoinking was. On the fucking battlefield that you... in the middle of combat. At least we weren't in the middle of combat. We were on the battlefield, but not in the middle of combat. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner some measure of forgiveness. You honestly did a lot here by haven't been doing a lot here by just pointing me in the right direction. That's not really... I've done a lot. This is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Cassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at Amaro Launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. Okay, we'll leave that other one here then for the time being. Holy fuck. Okay. Side questing away then, side questing away.